Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me in this video training presentation where we're going to take a look at some of the basics of using the Smartsheet web application. First, we're going to start by learning how to log into Smartsheet using your web browser. And then we'll cover some of the basics of working with Smartsheets, including how to import a project and how to share a project. And finally, we'll wrap up by learning how to create an easy-to-use survey using the Smartsheet web application. So, if you're ready, let's go ahead and jump right in. Before you begin using your Smartsheet, you're first going to need to request a user account from the National Louis University Help Desk. I recommend you email them at helpdesk@nl.edu and request an account. If you plan on using Smartsheet and you haven't already requested an account, I suggest that you go ahead and pause this video and do that right now. Once you've received your Smartsheet account, you're now ready to log in and begin working. To access the Smartsheet web application, you simply open your preferred browser and enter smartsheet.nl.edu into your web browser's address bar and then press enter. For this example, I'll be using Microsoft Internet Explorer. Then enter your credentials when prompted and click Log In or OK. Now that you're logged into Smartsheet, let's go ahead and take a look at how to import a document. And we're going to start off on the Home tab. If you turn your attention to the upper left-hand corner of the Home tab, you're going to notice a gray Import button. Click the Import button and then select the appropriate option. You can import Excel files, Microsoft Project files, or Google Spreadsheets. Next, click the blue Select button and then choose the file you wish to import from your computer. Then click Open, and then click Continue. Now you can name your file and select the primary column for your spreadsheet. Note that the primary column should contain the main descriptor for the data in each row. Once you have set a document name and selected a primary column, go ahead and click on the blue Import button in the lower right-hand corner of the Import Settings window. And now you'll notice your document appears in the Content area in the middle of your screen. Now let's take a look at how to share these documents. To share a document, you first need to open the document by clicking on the document's title on the Home tab. Then turn your attention to the toolbar at the bottom of the window. To the far left, you will notice a Sharing tab. Go ahead and click on the Sharing tab to bring up the sharing window. Next, click on the blue Add Contributors button, and now you can choose who to share your document with, as well as what they'll be able to do with that document. In the Share To field, you can enter the names or the email addresses of those who you wish to share your document with. And next you can choose what permissions to grant others. Viewers can only view the document and have no ability to edit the document. Editors can view the document, edit the content, attach files, and start discussions, but they have no ability to edit the column layout. And finally, admins can do everything that editors can do as well as edit the column layout. And finally, you can format your email invitation by adding custom subject lines and messages. When you're done, click on the blue Share button in the lower right-hand corner and Smartsheet will automatically send an email invitation to everyone who you've invited. And congratulations, you've now shared your document and invited others to collaborate on your work. Go ahead and close the sharing window by clicking on the gray X in the upper right-hand corner of the window, and before we move on, let's go back to the Home tab by clicking on the dark gray Home tab in the upper left-hand corner of Smartsheet. And finally, let's learn how to easily create and publish an online survey using Smartsheet. Smartsheet can be used to quickly and easily create professional-looking surveys such as the one shown here. You'll be able to choose from a number of different question types, such as multiple choice questions or fill-in-the-blank responses and so on. When somebody responds to your survey, the data is automatically recorded onto your Smartsheet where you can easily review it later on. Start by clicking the blue Create New button in the upper left-hand corner of the Home tab. Then click the Blank Sheet button. Name your sheet appropriately and then click OK. This should generally be the name of your survey. Then double-click on your newly created sheet to access your new document and begin working. At this point, you may want to start by deleting the unnecessary columns that Smartsheet automatically adds to new blank documents. If you don't, you may find that these extra columns will clutter up your workspace later on. To delete columns, simply just right-click on the column header and then select Delete Column from the drop-down menu. Remember that you cannot delete the primary column. You should always use this column for text or number-based information that describes the data in each row. A good example of what this might be would be the email address or the name of your respondents. Now, click the Web Forms button on the toolbar near the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Then click Create New Form. On the left side of this new window, you can see a preview of your survey, and on the right side, you can see options to change your survey. As you make changes, the preview will automatically update to show you the changes. To add a new question to your survey, click on the Add Field button below the preview section. Then click the blue Create New button. In the Name column field, enter the question that you would like to ask. Then select what kind of data will be entered into the column. Also, if necessary, enter any answers you would like to make available to your respondents. So, for example, if I choose the drop-down list column type, I must enter the various options that will be available in the drop-down menu. When you are finished, go ahead and click OK. Then you'll notice your question appears in the Add Field section. Finally, to add your question to your survey, you just drag it and drop it into the preview section. You can also drag and drop survey items to reorder them in the survey. To edit the survey, you only need to click what you wish to edit in the preview field and then make the changes on the right. For example, to change the primary column name, you simply click on the primary column section in the preview window and then change the title on the right. This is also how you can change how questions are displayed. For example, if I click on the yes or no question that you saw me create a bit earlier, I can change the display type from a drop-down list to vertical or horizontal radio buttons. Before we move on, notice the Form Options tab in the lower left-hand corner of the window. Clicking on that tab will allow you to change some of the characteristics of your form, such as what happens after the survey is submitted or where the data is stored on your spreadsheet. When you are done adding questions to your survey, click on the blue Save button, and now your survey is almost ready to go. Before you send your survey, however, you're going to want to make sure that you preview it and make sure everything is working as intended. To preview your survey, simply click on the blue Preview button. This will launch your survey into a new window. Go ahead and try filling out each field and then click the Submit button to view your thank you screen. When you're done with the survey, go ahead and close the window. If you want to make any changes to your survey, go ahead and click on Edit, and this will bring up the same form builder that we saw a little bit earlier. And finally, you're ready to send your survey out. To send the survey, you simply need to send the web address in the URL field to those who you wish to take your survey. You can do this either by copying and pasting the link into your preferred email messaging client, or by clicking on the small mail icon to the right of the address. Once you send out the link, just sit back and let your data roll in. As your participants complete the survey, the data will be automatically recorded and saved onto your Smartsheet. Once again, I want to thank you for joining me and learning a little bit more about the Smartsheet web application. In this video, we learned about how to log into smartsheet.nl.edu using your account that you obtained from the National Louis University Help Desk. We learned how to import files into Smartsheet, and we learned how to share our files with others. And finally, we learned about how to create and publish a simple and easy-to-use survey. I hope this video presentation has been informative for you, and once again, I thank you for watching.